Hi, welcome to Amicus Attorney Cloud Edition. Today I'm going to show you how easy and beneficial it is to store, manage, and retrieve your documents with Amicus Attorney Cloud Edition. Let's talk about documents. In the past, if you're a lawyer, you know documents, whether it's contracts, deeds, mortgages, pleadings, transcripts, filings, wills, all important to the practice of law. And keeping track of all these documents, often many for one file, is a pain. You need an easy way to file, store, and retrieve them. In the past, law firms kept physical copies of the documents so they could be accessed at any time. With the advent of computers and scanners, you were then able to house them electronically, typically on a computer in the office. But unless you had some sort of document management system, they were still difficult to retrieve, and you didn't have access to them outside the office, which meant that you had to carry suitcases of documents if you were going somewhere and needed access to them, or even worse, you'd have to come back to the office to retrieve them. With Amicus Attorney Cloud Edition, you can store, manage, and access documents from any internet-enabled computer or iPad, 24 hours a day. And the best thing is it's stored on a safe, secure site that boasts bank-grade security and built-in backup, so you never lose your documents. Let me show you how. So let's begin by showing you just how easy it is to add a document. I'm going to add a document to the Widgego file. Now, a couple different places you can add a document. I can go directly off the main documents module here and click add or update, or if I wish I can go into the file itself, into the file details, bring up the file, and within there you also have a documents tab which shows you all the documents associated with that file. And I also have the add update here. So let's just quickly click the add update. And what that'll do, depending on your browser, is it'll bring up the browse function that lets you pick your file. So let's go into documents, and I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to pick the gavel doc file here. All I have to do is select it, click open, and it's automatically added to the add document screen. You'll notice that the file is automatically picked because that's where I started from. I get to select the author. I get to specify the folder. So what we let you do with the Amicus Attorney Cloud Edition documents is you can have folders for the files, and that often resembles old style, old school document management, where document management was really just different folders under the file. And I can also have categories. So if it's a deed, if it's a memo, agreements, all that information I can put in there. So it allows me to categorize my files. So if I'm storing a file as a boilerplate template that I use to create new files, it can come in very handy. Or later on when you're doing a search, you can actually search by file type. So very helpful. Date of the document, and there's a conflict resolution here if you're attempting to upload a document with the same name. We'll go into that a little bit later. I can also add more documents if I wish. So I've put one document in here, but if I wanted to add another one, I could easily do that by clicking on add more documents. Once I've picked my file, all I have to do is click save and close, and that will proceed to upload the document to the file itself. Now we put it in the general folder, so there's the document that I created. I didn't add a category, it's not mandatory. The author is Bobby Donnell. So pretty straightforward. Now it appears on the file. If I show you the main documents module, it also appears there. Just let me show you real quickly. So I go into the documents module, and there's the document that I just created. So now that the document's been entered and saved, it now appears in my documents module. What can I do with it? Well, let's open up the document profile, or details as I like to call it. So all you do is highlight the record itself, and we click on details, and that will bring up the document profile. At this point, I have all the information, the document name, the dates. I can change it, the folder, so I can move it from one folder to another, change the category. I can add notes, and the notes are important. Later on we'll demonstrate the full text search, and that search will also go through the notes, so anything not contained within the document itself can be viewed directly from here. I can also delete it right off the profile. Let's just save and close that at this point. Well, what else can I do from the Documents module? Well, the control panel here on the left hand side lets me cherry pick the documents that appear in the main screen. So if I'm looking for a document uploaded within a certain date range, I can change the dates here. I can look for documents for a specific file. Again, I can do categories, so if I'm looking strictly for contracts, I can click contracts and it'll show me the documents here. So great use here for, like I said, boilerplate type documents. Very powerful. And of course I have all the functions here within the toolbar itself. Emailing documents is also very easy, and one of the functions with the document module. So let's assume here that I want to email the shareholders agreement document to one of the shareholders. I can just highlight it and I can come in here and basically just click email. When I click email, the email pops up. I just type in the email address of the individual that I want it to go to. It's attached as a PDF. I can put in notes and it's automatically associated with the file, so I do have a complete record that that email did in fact go out. I can delete documents directly from here, and best of all obviously is I can view the document. So let's pick the employment application here, and let's say I want to view the document. All I have to do is click view. So it's asking me if I want to open or save it. Let's open it directly, and what that'll do is it'll bring up the application associated with the file type that we're opening and open up the document itself. So here it's a PDF, so it opens it up ready to go. From here I can save it, do whatever I need to the document. Another nice feature of the document module is it is integrated with the billing. When you generate and finalize invoices on your files, a PDF copy is automatically saved into the Documents module of the file details. So let's open up the Aladdin purchase, and this makes it very helpful for me if the client calls me, the attorney, and wants to dispute some charges on the bill. I don't have to go run a report or anything. I just come in here into the Documents module, and you will notice we have an Invoices folder, and that is set up by default when you start using Amicus. And I click in there, and any invoices that I've generated for the client will appear here. So at this point here, I can email it, I can open it up, I can do whatever I need to do and talk intelligently to the customer about their invoice. Now another nice thing about the Documents module is we allow you to have multiple versions. So as you know, documents often have to go through multiple revisions, and this can become quite cumbersome when more than one attorney is making edits to the document. But Amicus makes it easy. It allows you to save multiple versions of the document, all accessible to me, so nothing is ever lost. So let's add another document to the Widgego file. So I'm going to go into the Documents module, and I'm going to click Add New, and let's pick the Shareholders Agreement. I'm going to add that. I have to select my file here, 1 second. So we were working on the Widgego file. I'm going to click Save and Close. You'll notice right away, as soon as I click Widgego, it attempts to add it to the general folder unless you specify otherwise. It recognizes that a file with the same name exists. So I have a conflict resolution here, and it says document exists, what do you want to do? So I have three options. I can add a new document, I can add a new version, or I can replace the document. Let's just click Add a New Version, and I'm going to click Save and Close. So once I've done that, if I go back to the Widgego file, so I'm going to go to Files, and I'm going to bring up my Widgego file and look at the Documents folder under the General category. general folder, my apologies. There's the shareholders agreement. Alright, if I view the document profile by clicking on details, you will notice that we have 3 different versions. We have had an original version done on the 13th, another version was uploaded on the 18th, and the most recent version was uploaded today. So I can actually go back here, click on original, and what that'll do is it'll give me the option of opening up that original. So I have the ability to view the edits along the way before the document has been finalized. So very powerful, and makes it very easy for me to collaborate with my colleagues. And the last item I want to touch upon with documents is the ability to retrieve documents, particularly search. As you know, everyone knows how painful and time-consuming it can be looking for a document. We make it a breeze with our powerful search functionality. So every time you add a document, it's indexed, including the title, the notes, and the text within the document. So if I get a new client and I want to look to see if I've ever dealt with the client before or have a document relating to it, I can look for it. But let me show you how that works. So from any module, actually, all I have to do is I come up here into the search field, and let's type in Widgetco, and I hit the enter key here. That'll bring up the search functionality, and right now it's set at all items, but let's just make it documents, and click search. So that will search all documents and bring up a list of any document where the title, the notes, or the text within the document itself contain the word Widgetco. So pretty powerful, and of course I have drill down access, so I can access any of these records simply by highlighting it and clicking on the hyperlink. I can restrict the search to specific files or specific dates, but again, very easy for me to find a document. Also very helpful if you misplace a document, so you put it on the wrong file, but and you need to search for it. So again, very powerful. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you saw all the benefits of using Amicus Attorney Cloud Edition document management. Thank you.